We're back, and happy Monday. It is going to be a rainy one this week. As always, thank you so much for the love on the previous videos. I will do my best to document everything as best as I can this week. For anyone wondering, Yami is doing a lot better. It was a rough couple days, like right after the surgery, but he seems to be recovering well, and obviously that makes me happy. It's pretty remarkable how fast some animals can bounce back. I'm looking forward to this week of training. I am going to, I think, get a base level of like 25 or 30 miles in, or maybe like run cycle. Kind of plan on doing a special run for my 31st birthday on the 9th of December. So I'm kind of working around that on the calendar, but I'm just also, like I said, trying to base build and trying not to stress too much about a plan, and mostly just trying to be consistent. I just want to show up and do my best. I actually got all sorts of stuff today, but I think for breakfast I am going to have one of these yogurts and some of this granola that I got in a massive bag from Costco. God damn, we did not do anything today at work. We just sat around waiting for the drillers to try and wire a pump up, and we were all set up to go in this structure after they were done wiring their pump up for some dewatering work. And we come to find out hours later, they're like, oh, this pump doesn't work. What? Come on, man. Still got a full day out of it somehow, so that's good, I guess, even if it was a little boring. We're gonna go home, and I think we're gonna get a leg day in today. That sounds good. Well, it's not gonna sound good tomorrow. Like, future me isn't gonna be happy about it, but I cannot skip the legs. My left knee was kind of doing something weird during single leg RDLs last week when I did legs, so we'll see if that feeling is still there. It feels fine when I run. It's just, I don't know, something about the single leg RDL movement just kind of felt like it tweaked it in a way. Weird, but we'll see. There's the boy. He's got the orange slice cone on. Check the drip. Nothing like a full body dolly cam shot. It's like a Black Ops 2 cinematic. Leg day done. Body nourished. You know what's for dinner tonight? I'll show you. Boom. Little bit of spicy tikka masala. Giant plate of food. Dryer going on in the background. And Harry Potter cooking show also in the background. I think I'm probably gonna fall asleep at my desk after eating all this, especially with 2 pieces of naan. Always make sure to refill the Brita. This is one of the only things that's holding society together. Damn, this lighting makes me look old as shit. You don't realize how much ambient noise there is in some areas of your life, just places you go, until you start vlogging, doing shit like this, because what the fuck is that sound? It's just like a droning. So I'm sorry. I had to wash a bunch of my clothes from the past like 2 weeks for work because they're getting that mildew smell. It's just been so wet outside lately, and it's not good. I hate walking around smelling like that, especially at work. You know, I'm there for 8 hours and I just smell myself. I just reek. I don't want to talk too much with this noise going on in the background because I'm sure that it is not very enjoyable to listen to. Here we are, back at work, warming my machine up and realizing that my legs hurt quite a bit from last night's workout. I was listening to Ryan Holiday's new book while sitting in my car this morning, and it's called Wisdom Takes Work. It's basically about wisdom, which is one of the 4 Stoic virtues. This is his 4th book in the series. There's wisdom, justice, temperance, and courage. I'm listening to this story about Montaigne, and he was talking about how in times of chaos, it can feel more burdensome than ever to maintain that moral independence and to be someone who stands up to the darkest people in the darkest moments. But it is all within us. I really do believe that, like Marcus Aurelius said, that man was made to work together like 2 eyes or 2 hands. But we have to try. We can't just sulk through life and expect the work to be done for us. Lunch, folk, today. I got 2 Oikos. I got a cream soda, Cadence, and some of that leftover tikka masala. But I'm just now realizing that I forgot to add a piece of the naan in there. So basically my day is ruined. I'm off work. It was really boring for the most part. We were waiting on drillers again. And then at like 1:30, it's like, oh fuck, we gotta do some shit. We gotta pull this pipe out. We gotta compact the ditch. It's like, okay. It's just always funny to me when that kind of stuff happens. When it's like, oh yeah, we're waiting on people all day, but then like, I mean, that's kind of how public work is, though, to be honest. Sometimes you'll be waiting, and sometimes you're like, oh my God, now we got to stay like 2 or 3 hours late. Thankfully, that wasn't today. So I am here, and I'm ready to go on a run. I got my long sleeve on, and it's a little chilly. So long sleeve, right? But still half tights. Long sleeve, half tights. That is normally the winter fit. I'm curious when I'm going to actually like put a pair of full tights on. By the way, how is the audio? Because I've had this DJI mic for a while, but I mostly just use it for like short form content. And I'm going to be honest, I'm too lazy to hook it up to my phone every time, even though it's so easy. I'm thinking like 5 or 6 miles today. I got to make sure to hit this segment so this motherfucker that lives near me, I don't know where, but somewhere, keeps taking my local legend segment. So that is not okay. And that is my segment forever. Okay, so great news. I just watched that footage back and the mic wasn't even plugged into my phone. Isn't that sick? It's weird though because it picked up the audio, but I don't know. I had the noise canceling on, and I'm going to be honest, I kind of hate the way it sounds. It's kind of muddy. So maybe I should just hold the mic like this, like a fucking TikToker. Like, yo, guys, check the link down below to buy the thing from the TikTok store. Some noise canceling is just muddy, dude. Sometimes you just got to listen to my fridge in the background, and you're going to have to live with it, buddy. Hello. Going in a dark tunnel. Scary. I am about to hit the hill section of this run, or not the hill, but the stairs. They're in my first video, I think. It's funny, like my legs are sore, which is to be expected, but when I start running, it's like they're just not as bad. I don't know if that's a muscle activation thing or I'm just a fucking beast, but yeah, the stairs are here, so I'll see you after the run. There's 5 miles and some change. I'm gonna do a little bit of stretching, and then go make dinner. I don't know what I'm gonna make for dinner yet. I actually wonder if you can even hear me properly. Those stairs, my heart rate got up to like 175. It's nice to have like an easy run, like 140 BPM, and then just a small portion in the middle or near the end, and just like ramp it up a notch. That's just something I like to do. It adds a little bit of excitement. I know that I should probably just take the whole thing easy. So don't do what I do. I'm not a trainer, I'm not a coach, I'm not a pro athlete. I'm just a guy. So I'm gonna finish my stretching and hopefully feel nice and limber and loose and fluid and oiled up. And then I'm gonna go make dinner. Yep, that's my dinner. I'm also just realizing that I didn't plug the mic in. Again, see? Lazy. Got my apron on. No, I'm thinking sweet potatoes, some sausage, and some veggies. Here's my extremely orange palated dinner. 2 lonely sausages and a pile of sweet potatoes with a veggie medley from Cost Company. Quick little update on the Yamster. Not you. The Yamster. What? Look at how he has to lay sometimes because of the orange. It's fine, Hikari. We care about you too. How you feeling, sir? It's one of those days I gotta stop and get some energy. Whoa, look at my car. Hell yeah. The question is, what do we want? Thank you, Dwayne Johnson. Just finished putting a hydrant in. Let's go. Did it all by myself. No help. Just kidding. Shout out to my coworkers. But couldn't resist the caffeine today, unfortunately. So we're about to get cracked. We're off work. And you might be wondering, how can I hear you? How do you sound so crisp? Well, I figured out that with the new update, I can wirelessly connect my microphone to my action. So that's cool. Crispy. Basically, the plan here is to go on the treadmill for an hour. And for that whole 60 minutes, I am going to run at either 5 or 8% grade. I'm not sure which one I want to do yet. I think that I'm going to err on the easy side and probably do 5. Most important thing here, though, is that I am just on my feet. I am running for an hour. Sometimes it is best, and here I am giving training advice again. Once again, not a coach, not a trainer, whatever. But sometimes what I have learned is that it's good to focus less on the distance sometimes and to just focus on time on feet. If you're somebody who doesn't run and then all of a sudden you want to be on your feet more, it's a lot more important that you focus on building up that resilience for simply being on your feet more and pounding the ground, especially pavement, over and over again, than it is for you to worry about a certain amount of mileage. So just be on your feet more. And this goes for whatever distance you're really training for. I mean, you could go from couch to 5K or couch to 10,000 steps or couch to 100 miler. It's all about how you load it and just being responsible with that whole process. I mean, I'm on the treadmill, but at least I'm alone in the gym. Literally nobody in here. Happens way more often than I would think, but I'm not complaining. We are back. 60 minutes on the treadmill, the dreadmill. And Yami is here. Hello, Yami. Everyone loves him. And Hikari, back there. Laundry that I need to fold. I also watched back some of that footage from the action and using the mic here. Should probably use the pop filter. It's one of those things, it's like I value good audio. That's why I have such a great audio setup for my YouTube videos, like at my desk here. But the whole setting up the mic every time thing, that just pisses me off. I'm not gonna lie. It's one of those things where I think about convenience a lot. And like what it takes to set yourself up so you can just make everything as convenient as possible. So basically, like, maybe convenient isn't the right word, but seamless. So you can just kind of like step right into it, right? Instead of trying to make somebody, like if you want to get somebody to do something, or if you want to get yourself to do something, instead of trying to find a way around the barriers, like just see if there's a way to just take the barrier down so you don't have to deal with it. And I think about that a lot when it just comes to like anything. So whether convenience or seamlessness or friction is the right word, I don't know. But I think that is something worth thinking about. Guess what? No work today. They're like, yeah, just nothing going on because permits aren't going through for the water line. Some water service deletes. So here I am chilling at home, but that's all right. We got Yami right here and we did a workout this morning. And I'm probably just gonna play some video games, sit at my desk. And you know what I'm gonna do? I have the sudden urge. I've had it since last night, since I found out I wasn't gonna work, but I'm gonna do some deep cleaning. I think I'm gonna mop the floors, you know, vacuum, that's pretty normal. Gonna wash the sheets, just do a lot of that stuff that a lot of us tend to put off. Nothing like doing that on a Thursday. One thing I will say though is, you know, it's nice always having a day off, right? Obviously you gotta pay for things, but if you can afford to take a day off, do it. Enjoy that shit. But having a Thursday off, then going to work on Friday, come on. It's not ideal, but beggars can't be choosers, so we'll be all right. Also, forgot to hook up the mic. Awesome. Pretty productive morning. I did a bunch of laundry. I just gotta throw the sheets in the dryer, and I did the dishes. I cleaned the bathroom. I still need to clean our main bathroom, but I did clean the guest bathroom. And I swept the floors. I did some vacuuming, but then the vacuum died even though it was plugged in, so that's really cool. And then I got a little snack right here. It's pretty nice. Just a standard yogurt bowl. I like to take the yogurt, mix in 1 scoop of protein powder. English is hard. Put a little bit of water in there. Whip it up so the powdery consistency is gone, and then, you know, my granola, fruit, and then some honey from the farmer's market, because I just can't get enough of that farmer's market honey. I'm not as sore as I was yesterday. I did quite a bit of mobility stuff while I was in the gym this morning too. It's just, I don't feel perfect all the time, but as long as I keep stretching and going through like proper motions, especially like full ranges of motion while I'm lifting. Like for instance, if I'm doing lunges with dumbbells, then I like to make sure that I'm going into that deep range of motion, just really getting or accentuating that stretch while I'm doing them. Studies say, certain influencers or fitness people that I actually trust say that that is a fantastic way to both stretch, improve your mobility, and a great way to just do strength exercises in general that allows you to like maximize the strength. So I try to practice that, try to be mindful of that. Oh, speaking of mindful, I also did some journaling this morning. It's been, God, I think it was like 18 days since my last entry. I'd be a horrible ship captain. I really want to get better at that. I'm not going to say that in 2026 I'm going to get better at it, because I could literally just start tomorrow. But yeah, gotta be mindful of trying to do too much. It's one of those things that can be a bit taxing. Just gotta be a little bit nicer to myself sometimes. Maybe you're in the same boat. Maybe you gotta be nicer to yourself too. Had a big ass burrito for dinner, and then I didn't go on my afternoon run like I kinda said I was going to do. But that's all right, because that means tomorrow I could feel fresh, and then Saturday we could do a long run. I'm thinking like 13 or 14 miles.
And I can get a coffee.
Yep, you know, the post long run Saturday coffee retrieval mission. That is my duty on Saturdays. Maybe a donut. What kind of donut?
Maple bar.
I can do that. Yo, got the safety glasses on because the safety lady is making her rounds. Scary. Might dock me. But I'm about to become more caffeinated than any man on the planet. Hopefully, a little 5-mile run after work today. I feel good about taking yesterday off, I gotta say. That's kind of how it always is though. It's not that hard for me to just keep going, to just keep pushing myself. And I know that not everybody has that, and sometimes people will go their whole lives without that. But it's a nice reminder to yourself, or to myself, to sometimes take a moment, you know, take a day, take some rest, and not feel bad about it. Trash fit check. 5 miles. That is 5 miles done. And now it is time to stretch using this bench right here. There's nothing like the couch stretch. Just slamming your heel against your butt here and then pushing your hips forward. It's just this massive stretch. Got this whole section right here. And if you want to get a little bit deeper, you can kind of lean forward into it like that.
unbeatable for the quads and the hip flexors.
Good morning. It is like 6:30 and we're gonna go on a run while it's still dark out. We got you can kind of see how reflective this vest is. It's, there when I really let the light hit it. It's actually kind of crazy. Let me set up a light real quick and I'll show you how much this thing bounces light. See, not too bad, right? And that's just from my phone flashlight. So basically any cars that come by, I'm going to be just this moving blob of transcendence.
So I finally get out here, and obviously it's not dark outside at all. Got my reflective vest, my headlamp on. Looks like I've been running since like 4 a.m. Turns out I just didn't need any of this. Honestly, I got a little distracted though. I'm not gonna act like I didn't waste a little bit of time before coming out here. So it's just me being honest, being transparent. But because I did that, I don't have nearly enough time to run as long as I wanted to. So we'll see how many loops or how many miles I can get in this time that I have left.
Hello, I got a camera person now, so we're set. We're pretty much dialed in, full-time content creator. We just got back from Costco. I went on my little run, not as far as I wanted to. It was like 5 miles, but I also woke up late, and like I said earlier, I watched a couple TikToks while I was drinking my carb drink, and it turned into more than a couple TikToks. So yeah, we're all rotting our brains in real time. It's awesome. We got quite a bit of stuff from Costco that we were good about saving for. Like we could have got them from QFC or Safeway, but we waited to get them from Costco. Like this giant box of protein bars that are easy. Also, there's a Chick-fil-A inside the Costco. It's crazy. They gave me all that stuff for free. But no, didn't eat breakfast, so I had to grab something. And there's nothing like going grocery shopping and on the way home buying food. Isn't that right?
Yes.
But yeah, we got other stuff like, big container of spinach or sweet potatoes and chicken and all the stuff that you would want to buy at Costco because it's remarkably cheaper. We are going to eat some Chick-fil-A, and I'm going to try not to drink another coffee since I already drank a quad shot. I'm energized.
Yum.
It's all for the content. Anything for the content. I'm like Ben Dean. A man can't even creatively film content in the safety of his own apartment without his girlfriend taking videos of him. It's okay though. I have to embrace the cringe.
I am cringe, but I am free.
Exactly. Cringe but free. I probably shouldn't crack this caffeinated cadence right now because it's like 6 o'clock, but sometimes you need some caffeine to do some gaming. Little Prince of Persia. Got my buddy Curtis, Dirty, shout out Dirty, playing a little Black Ops 7 slop game. But me, I'm playing real cultured video games, a little Metroidvania. You may have heard of that genre. Little Metroid / Castlevania, little backtracking the video game, Oh, I can't go here yet. Just got the ability, now I can go there.
Good morning from a very rainy Seattle. I feel like I'm really getting a chance to properly test out this jacket from Path Projects. Some of these brands are doing some crazy magic when it comes to making these fabrics, because you can see that it's just beating up on it. It's amazing. It's like a jacket covered in Rain-X. But anyway, we're gonna try get like 10 miles today. I don't know. I'm gonna just run by feel and just see how far I go on the route that I kind of have a loose idea on or of in my head. What's crazy is I'm like 2 miles into this run and I haven't seen one other runner. So I'm gonna use that as proof that I am the most disciplined man in Seattle. I should be out there doing some motivational speeches, like Tony Robbins style. Look at that, not one person. It's like Mad Max out here. the apocalyptic bike trail. Seattle. Always check your blind spots on a bike trail, by the way, if you're gonna switch lanes. But yeah, come on, you're not gonna get hurt by a little bit of rain. Put on a jacket, just soak it in. If you're gonna get wet, you're gonna get wet. It's time for the first gel, but I can't open it while running and recording because I'm a Neanderthal. Yummy. Cadence makes a pretty good gel, I gotta say. I don't remember which day it was. I think maybe Friday, but I said that I was gonna go on a maple bar mission on my long run yesterday, Saturday, but I got him now. Satara is waiting at home currently. I gotta get back before she leaves for her haircut, so might have to do a little pickup on this last section of the run. That should be pretty easy because I got motivation in this bag right here.
Donut delivery.
Oh, so good. I love their maple bars.
Also, that was 11.6 miles. Just about the distance that I wanted to do today. Got this weird feeling in my right knee, but it goes away after like 400 meters, so it's probably nothing. Like Satara just pointed out, it's probably an activation issue. Maybe I need a little bit more of a warm-up before going out there, especially for those longer and faster runs. But I think that's like 26 miles on the week, something like that. Not bad. I wish I would have got more, but it's better than 0. So next week we'll aim for like 28 to 30. So I was editing my video and I realized I never recorded an outro, but I checked my weekly mileage and I was actually at 32 miles for last week. Right now it's Monday after work. Again, I don't know if I'm gonna do a video this week, but I just wanted to hop on here for the intro real quick to let you know that I appreciate the love and the support on these training blogs and just overall across like both YouTube and TikTok. Like I just hit 1,000 followers on TikTok, which is, you know, that's pretty cool. I like with this channel here, I'm just trying to be helpful to as many people as possible. I'm trying to be of service. So if I can do that for even just one person out there, I feel pretty good about that. And yeah, I hope that this is just the beginning. So again, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed the video and I will see you on the next one.